So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host as always, JeffMan316. Just want to do a little quick intro since Universal Pictures, I guess that's who it is, are being a little whiny bitches and they're copyright claiming my last live stream because I showed the Halloween Ends trailer. Even though under fair use I should have been able to react to it on a live stream. I'm going to chop off some of that stuff and I'm going to show you some videos. And in this one, I'm going to react to Jeepers Creepers Reborn. So come along and I'll show you what I said during the live stream about the Jeepers Creepers Reborn trailer. Let's go. The next movie that I want to talk about is the Jeepers Creepers Reborn. And I know Jeepers Creepers is a sore subject with a lot of people because of the history, and I'm not going to get into it on here, of the director. If you were going to do that, I'm sure half the people in Hollywood, you wouldn't watch their movies if you knew the way they really were and what they did. And I know in this case, the director did something terrible. But if I'm always able to isolate a film or a piece of art away from the actual person who created it. Plus, in this case, the original creator and director has nothing to do with the movie. So I'm assuming they just basically paid him and said, get the fuck out of the way. But let's go ahead and watch the trailer and react to Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
You ever heard of the creeper?
The trailer starts out with some really...
The creeper comes back every 23 years.
Then what?
And it looks good. The production value looks good.
Can't believe I let you drag me to this.
This is the Coachella of cosplay.
I don't know that I care about if this is happening like a horror fest or whatever. Now, I'm assuming that was the creeper there.
Our grand prize is an escape room
So we
for
killed the
two.
guy hanging off the
Creeper themed.
Come on, you two.
Are you sure this is where we're supposed to be?
We'll be out there in no
It
time.
looks like it's almost like it's a haunted house type, escape house type scenario with these people with quote unquote won.
What the hell is
The
that?
street's going up. And like to me, there needs to be some connection to that.
It's coming.
And then they
It's a trap.
There's no way out.
Come on!
You can, I mean, this scene here is set up, you know what's going to happen. Not even scary. Not even a good jump scare. So that's Jeepers Creepers Reborn. What does anybody think of that? The Halloween Resurrection version of Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, and then probably it's not even going to be that because, you know, that's obviously a live on the internet type show. And this, I don't think they're doing that. But to me, the reason that movie's not going to work, number one, is the creeper is supposed to be out hunting like for prey and makes it cool because he has to use his vehicle and his weapons and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you basically lock him in a damn house, anybody that's got his skill set as far as hunting people, which is supposed to be one of his main, you know, things, they're right there. It's basically they're trapped and ready in the trap for him just to take. The concept needs to be, yeah, I mean, how are you even going to use the truck other than it's out in the parking lot and he's throwing dead bodies in it? unless somebody gets away at the end. But I just don't think inside of a house, putting him in the confines of a house is a good way to go as far as this film. To me, him out in the open. I know the ironic thing was I thought it was kind of cheesy when he sprouted his wings in the first one. I wasn't really expecting that, but I'm okay with it. Now it exists. Now it's canon. Now it's in all three of the other movies. You know what's probably going to happen. He ends up on the roof, so he probably had to fly up there. But the concept of the creeper does not need to be inside of a house. So I think they do themselves a disservice with the plot there, and maybe they're trying to distance themselves from anything the Victor Silva created. I almost didn't want to say his name because, like I said, I love the first Jeepers Creepers. I don't care if he fucking made it. I like that movie, and the second one isn't bad, but I don't think it's as good as the first one. And once again, I think it suffers because of the amount of characters that are in it. Most of them you don't give a shit about. They're all that most of them are jocks, or they talk down to everybody around them. It's almost like you want them to get picked off one by one. So, but I mean, Jeepers Creepers, the first one, is one of my favorite movies. I love it. I love everything about it. To me, if you've changed the creeper, the actor that's the creeper, that was the one saving grace of the third piece of garbage that we got, was at least the creeper was the same, and it was connective tissue to the other ones. If you change the actor that's the creeper, they don't even have the same version of the Jeepers Creeper song, or at least it doesn't sound anything like it. That version sounds like trash in the trailer. I don't know. It's almost like it's a different character maybe that's out there going, but I don't like it. I think it's only coming out for 3 days. The 19th, 20th, and 21st, I think is going to be a 3-day Fathom event in theaters, and then probably within a week after that, it'll be on video on demand, and then everybody and their mom will bootleg the damn thing off of video on demand. So I'm not going to see it in theaters. I made the mistake of going to see Jeepers Creepers 3 in the theaters, and I'll say that movie's got some decent concepts and a couple decent scenes, but number one, the CGI is atrocious in some parts of that movie and looked terrible on the big screen. If you think it looks bad at home, it looked worse in the theaters. And then the whole concept of them touching his hand and seeing the past, if you're going to do that, you need to go farther back. I mean, more with that. They should have shown the creeper from back when he was created or something. They should have went, if you're going to do that, then don't puss out and just show us the little bit that they showed us. And how about this? If you're going to try to connect the end of the damn third one, the end of the movies, so really, if you watch it, the order should be number 1, number 3, number 2. How about putting a character in the movie that was actually on the bus or looks like one of the characters on the bus? That freckled boy that helps the girl, the main girl in it, which I thought she was a pretty good actress. She's probably the best part of Jeepers Creepers 3. If you're going to do that, then how about putting her or him and make him at least look like somebody that was on the bus? I don't remember anybody on the bus in Jeepers Creepers 2 that looked like him from the end of the third movie. I just thought it was stupid to try to do it that way. And if so, have it to where he missed the bus, or he was supposed to be on there, and because of what happened with them, he didn't get on the bus, and have it to where he has to go tell them, I'm not going to make it because something came up. It's stupid the way the end was. So I remember sitting in the theater, and the guy that I went with, we both loved the first Jeepers Creepers, and we looked at each other and was like, basically, like, what the fuck did we just watch? But the bad part about it is it does have a couple cool scenes in it, and I think they could have done a lot better job. Maybe they just didn't have the money, obviously, because nobody wanted to give them any. Victor Salva should have been dropped from that franchise, obviously, after the second one. I don't know. Did he have anything to do with the third one? I don't even know. I'm gonna look it up. Did anybody like anything about Jeepers Creepers 3? Yeah, he directed that one, so he directed all 3 of them. So yeah, they should have just pulled that franchise from him after the second one, and then should have turned it over to somebody else. I thought it was funny. I'm looking at the cast for the third one. You know, the one that played Sergeant Tubbs. He was one of the returning characters from the first one. That dude aged so much, and they put the world's worst hairpiece and colored hair on that dude that he should have just shaved his head and made it out like that. You know, he was totally bald or something, and that he grew a little bit of hair back. I mean, it's almost like a lot of these movies, they don't try, and that's what pisses me off. It's to the point to where I, you know, could probably do a better job. But so, all right, so I appreciate you guys for coming back and support me and anybody that watches this now or in the future. And so until next time, boys and girls, this is JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.